Blessings to have you on with us. Hey, it's been a long journey trying to get in touch with you, man.
Busy guy, I'm a busy guy.
Blessings to have you on Sports Talk and the Success Table. And I wanted to welcome you on our show and get it all started with, how did you get involved with football as a kid?
Well, man, you're going way back. My pops was a former NFL player, and as kids, you always say you want to follow in your dad's footsteps. So basically, that's where it all started. So
definitely, man.
Played with the Houston Oilers for 11 years. He put in 11 years in the league. So that was my goal, is to follow in his footsteps.
Definitely. The competition, I'm guessing, was heated. Who would be better?
Well, you how would I say this? You want to be better, but it's big shoes to fill. And I told my boys the same thing. You can't do what I did or try to be better than me, be better than me, but don't base whatever you're doing off what I did, because you got to choose your own path.
For sure, man. Besides your dad, who else were your sports role models as a kid?
Sports role models. Richard Dent was one of my guys back in the day that I looked up to. And back then in Tampa, a lot of the Buccaneers, because I did a lot of visits over there. So I admired a lot of those guys over there. And I didn't take football serious until my junior year in high school. So
I hear you. Hey, late bloomer, always, it propelled you, though. That's all that matters.
That's it. Yeah. I mean, chance to go to any school in Florida, but I decided on Louisville and got what I want out of there, and it was a blessing. So the rest is history.
For sure. Yeah, scrolling it forward for you personally, in 1991, when you got drafted by San Fran, what was your expectations of the league going in from day one?
Well, that had to be the most scariest, exciting days of my life. Having to be picked by an NFL team and then saying you're projected a first rounder. Back in that day, it was like you're supposed to be a top 10, and then all it takes is one player to say, hey, I'm not going in the draft. Then that changes the whole thing. So I didn't know why, I would fall, but I fell into a good team with the Niners, and they were the team of the 80s. So the competition, because I still had to go against the guys that won Super Bowls, and that was really tough. And the speed of the game was out of this world. So had to adjust to that. And once I got injured, saw how it's a business, then I had to turn it up another notch to make sure I keep my job.
Definitely. It stands for not for long. So
yes.
The NFL. And so let's get into our next question. Going against the best offensive lineman in the world, what was the hardest thing to learn going into that situation in the NFL?
Well, the key to it, and I preach to a lot of these kids in high school, high school and college, is to study your film, study your opponent. If you know the tendencies of what that team is doing and know what type of player the guy you're lining up against, what he's about, and you should get by, and it should help you out a lot. I was kind of hard-headed and using just raw talent and taking on my opponents until the point, hey, you need to just study your opponent, see what he's doing, what their game plan is, and to make it a lot easier for you. And I think that's when I started, becoming dominant player with the Pro Bowls, and that was in Buffalo.
Definitely. With Bruce, he was a beast for Buffalo also. But with those lessons that you learned in your early years in the NFL, what lessons did you take and help you prepare for the 2003 year with the Patriots when you guys won the Super Bowl?
I mean, I don't want to dog or put down Buffalo. Buffalo, to me, because I spent most of my years there, and it was more, it's a business, but it was more family oriented because we did a lot of stuff together as players and then the families and doing all kind of outings and stuff like that. And I like the way we gelled there. But New England was more business, first class, study, learn it, repeat it, watch how easy it is to win. And that's the formula they've been using for years.
Definitely.
And look how many rings they got.
Definitely. Hey, Buffalo got the edge on them 2 nights ago, though.
No, a big difference. Now, I think if Brady was still in New England, we'd be singing another tune.
Definitely. That's the missing ingredient there now. They're trying to find the predecessor, and I'm hoping it's Mac Jones, hopefully. You think he'll do all right?
Yeah, he'll be fine. What, he's a rookie or second-year guy?
He's going into his second year.
He'll be fine.
Yeah. He didn't play too red hot in the first half, so.
Well, you look at it. Brady was a, 6-rounder?
Yeah.
When that quarterback went down, he came in,
Definitely.
did his thing the next year, and he kept it rolling. So
definitely. Hey, we'll have to see going into year 2. But for you personally, how rewarding was it going several years up to that New England year in 2003 and winning the Super Bowl? How rewarding was it for you?
Well, I don't know if you have kids or not, but that's the most glorifying thing, if that's the right word, to see your child being born. And then as for the NFL, to reach the highest goal, a team goal, is to be world champion. I mean, you're the best in the world and nobody can take that from you. That feeling when that clock hits 0 at the end of that game and you know that you're the world champion, that means you're the best. You really can't explain it. I mean, you get choked up, you're going to cry, you see your family crying. I mean, to me, it's higher than any other championship of any sport. And that was a great feeling. Great feeling, because there's a lot of Hall of Famers don't have 1 ring.
I believe you're a future Hall of Famer. You have the stats to be there, man. I believe it's in your future.
Well, it's I don't know if how they vote on that. It's about the sports writer of that team that you want to go in as. And me, I personally want to go in as a Bill. So it's up to that sports writer to really push it to try to get you in there. And then, now they have the thing with the fans having their say. So when that time comes, if I'm good enough to get in, he'll put a big article out on me. Hey, let's get him in and, push it. But I'm not hurt.
Hey, it'll come, man. But with your sports journey, life after football for you, how have you applied the trials and tribulations of the game to your personal life?
How do I apply it? Business-wise, I use what I learned in football. What's the word? Business-wise, because I used to own Popeye's Chicken, and I catered that to somewhat schedule that we had for football, and that's how I taught my employees. This is how we want to run this here. Let's run the ship this way, and to make it easier for them. And I carry the same thing with the college kid, the high school kids. I'm just stuck on how football got me in a lot of things in order, and that's how I carried over with day-to-day life.
Definitely. So
I'm on the schedule all the time.
Definitely, man. Me too. So my next 2 questions are brought to you by B&D Sports Media, and my first one is from one of your former teams, Cowboys versus 49ers. Your game thoughts. What was your thoughts of that game from last night?
It was a good game. There was a lot of mistakes made, and penalties will really kill you if you don't have that under control, and just playing smart football. And of course, I was going with the Niners. I think the Niners were the underdogs, And we always had bad blood with the Cowboys. Even my years there, I didn't take it serious enough as a rookie, realizing that you win one more game, you will go to the Super Bowl. So the Cowboys knocked us out twice as a rookie in 91 and 92. And that always bothered me. And I put in 17 years, and I still don't like the Cowboys. You know, they got their revenge over the years, and the Niners won a Super Bowl. But, yeah, I was rooting for the Niners, and they came out with that victory, and I was satisfied.
That last play for Dallas. Whew.
Well, I don't understand that. Well, I do understand that after, you know, how you have – most people don't understand that the referee must touch the ball or place the ball in order for the, you know, to keep going. And they were doing it like they were doing Sandlot, and you can't do that.
For sure. But to do a quarterback run there.
That part, I don't know. It could have went. It could have went any. It could have went. The quarterback run, yeah, get down, let the referee set the ball, then throw your Hail Mary. Or would you rather throw they call it a dig route, or, you know, one of them out routes, and then still try to get the 1 to 2 seconds left and then go for the Hail Mary? So it could have went either way. I mean, he got the yardage he want, but I'm not faulting him for running, because you want to get close as you can if you're going to throw that Hail Mary. Instead of just winging it 50, 60 yards, I'd rather do it 20 yards.
For sure. But the out route is a better option. At least the receiver has the potential of going out of bounds.
But if you look at the statistics of doing an out route in that situation, there's going to be an interception. Because that's all you've been doing, because you're trying to control the clock, stop the clock. Somebody's going to jump that route and get you. And I predict that would have happened if we would, you know,
for
try
sure.
it one more
But
time.
all the
He did it
corners,
like 4 times in a row.
The corners and the safeties are all back. They're playing prevent.
But you're trying to get close as you can.
Yeah. But
now, that's still a setup. That's still a setup. Now, if you watch football and watch the tendencies,
for sure,
they can play deep 20 yards if they want, but they will creep up on you.
Yeah.
Down in distance. What down was it? Third or fourth down? No, it was third down.
Leave it. They were going in.
It was third down. They will creep up on you. Well, no, it was the first. Whatever the case may be, there are situations where you give that big cushion because you got a lot of field behind you.
Yeah.
But they will creep up on you and jump that route.
For sure.
So you go anyway.
Hey, they shouldn't even been in that situation to start with, but
I'll take it you're a Cowboys fan.
Oh, no. No way. You see that up there? That's a picture of Gillette Stadium.
Oh, okay. Okay.
With the 49ers and Buffalo, the two teams that you played for, which team has the best chances of going to the Super Bowl this year?
Bills. The Bills. Somebody asked me that the other day. My predictions were Tampa Bay and Buffalo.
Hey, it might be a repeat with Tampa and the Chiefs. They're playing good. They're playing good football now.
Is that who Buffalo has?
Yeah. Kansas City's going to wax them.
Where we at, in Buffalo?
I think they're playing in Kansas City.
I thought the Bills was higher seed. It don't matter.
That Arrowhead is a different monster in the playoffs.
I know.
different stadium.
Somebody asked me about which was the best stadium, one of the top stadiums I like, and I say I like Arrowhead because of the flyby, because Derek Brooks, rest his soul, his dad was in the military, and that's how they got, get the flybys all the time, because the air base bring whatever they want. And I'll be looking for, and I look forward to that when they come across.
For sure. Hey, this is a side question. Top besides Kansas City and Arrowhead, what are some other stadiums that you like playing in?
Oh man, you going way back. See, these are all the stadiums that's there now. They're all new, so I don't know what they feel like. Wow. Well, one is going to be Buffalo. Being a member of that and coming out that tunnel, so that's going to be one of my number one stadiums. And of course, they've upgraded the field. And then New England, their new field with that new stadium, that's another one. Arizona, I want to say Arizona, but that was I can't. I couldn't even tell you because all of them are pretty much new. You got to remember, I'm back in the 90s.
For sure. What the stadiums that you played at, if you had to pick from those stadiums?
Well, they're all one of the best of the best. I mean, when you walk on the field now, because I've been on new fields, Philadelphia, all these fields are new. Philadelphia, one of the worst, but now they got, that new stuff on the ground. The worst is New Orleans.
Oh, gosh.
Because you were guaranteed an injury in New Orleans, and oh goodness, man, I am frozen. Any team with grass had pretty decent fields. I didn't like turf that much.
Really?
Not the way they had it back in the day.
That stuff picking up. Whew.
Well, that's the newer stuff they have now. It's nice and cushioned because you can wear any pair of shoes on there now.
Yeah.
But back in the day, that carpet, oh my.
Well, Ted, Mr. Washington, it's been a blessing to have you on, and we'd welcome you back for another interview, my friend.